live from Yankee Stadium in the Bronx. The World Series on MLB The Show coming up. It's the Chicago Cubs taking on the New York Yankees. Joined by my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Schaumburg. And a lot riding on this one as these teams meet for Game 2, Chris.
Well, winning Game 1 on the road was huge, Boog, and they could put a stranglehold on this series with the win here in this one, and that's obviously the goal. You want to go back home up 2-0 with the chance to wrap up the series in your own ballpark for sure.
And if it goes the other way and the series gets to 1-1, it's a total reset as we change venues for the next 3 games. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Our starter in this one, Max Fried. Chris, what are you looking for from him?
Very dominant his last time out, picked up the win, only allowed 1 run. These guys would love to see him back on his game in this one.
Base hit, center field. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Look, I don't think that pitch would have been called a strike, but he did such a nice job of pulling his hands tight to the body and just getting enough of the barrel on it to be hard enough back up the middle for a knock.
Digging in, Seiya Suzuki. There goes the runner. Pitching for a strike. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag.
Well, he's batting leadoff, and he's acting like a traditional leadoff hitter. Gets on base to start the game, then puts himself on second with a nice stolen bag. I think that sets the tone for the offense for sure.
Out towards right center field. Judge under it. And makes the grab. Runner tags at second. Puts the tag on him, and it's a double play.
Boom, that's just a terrible decision to go for third right there. I mean, he was hosed by a lot. Not even close. You've got to be a little smarter than that on the base paths.
And first offering is fouled off. Fried, more than 100 career wins on the mound. A former first-round pick back in 2012. On the ground, and that's just foul. That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. Got him. Inning over on the strikeout. And now the Yankees. Back at Yankee Stadium, and now here's the starter for the Cubs, Cade Horton. What do we need to know here? Trent Grisham stepping in now for the Yankees. Hey. Yeah, that's in for a strike. And it's 0-2.
Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole. He's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Got him swinging. It's lineup time, Singy. Here's what they have up their sleeve for Game 2.
And there's extra pressure on this group after losing the opener. They'll do whatever it takes to avoid that dreaded 2-0 World Series deficit. Look for them to be aggressive, but they can't be reckless in this one.
0-1. Swings and misses, went with the sweeper.
He got away with one there, but he knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, that's a curveball that people like to describe as a hammer or Uncle Charlie, and you can see why. It's not a looping slow curve. He throws it hard, and it gets plenty of bite on the end.
Giancarlo Stanton in the box now. No balls and a strike. That one finds the zone. No balls, 2 strikes.
First 2 hitters get punched out on strikes. Take some notes from the dugout. When you get your chance, go up there and hit the ball hard somewhere.
Got him. Strikes out the side to begin the game. What a start. We played an inning. Game 2 of the World Series. Now the Cubs 4-hole hitter, number 17. And a foul ball. This park is absolutely electric for this game. Such a great postseason atmosphere. Swing and a ground ball. Whips it to first on the run. It's there, and that's a great play.
Nothing like the drama you get in the postseason, Boog. Love being a part of these games.
Now it'll be the Cubs DH, Matt Shaw. This one in the air, right field. And it's a foul ball. Foul ball there. Fried was recently named Pitcher of the Month for some outstanding work on the mound. That's off the inside corner. Now 1-2.
No question that he earned that Pitcher of the Month award, Boog. He was just dominant. String together enough of those, and you can expect some other hardware on the mantle.
Can't connect on the curveball. Struck him out.
Way out front of that inside pitch there. Just exactly the opposite kind of approach that you want with 2 strikes. You want to let the ball travel. Make sure you recognize it. Try to shorten up so that you can at least put the ball in play. Clearly fooled, but I think even more so, you question the 2-strike approach.
Grisham on the move, and he hauls it in. Back in New York, we head to the bottom of the 2nd. Jazz Chisholm Jr. stepping in now for the Yankees.
Goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at-bat. You don't get many like that in that location. I don't know if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there on the mound.
Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along.
Well, that's a blue zone right there, or the cold zone on the hitting chart. Just doesn't have much success in that part of the strike zone. And a really good job of the pitcher executing. Try to go there as often as you can. The numbers are in your favor.
Knee high, that's in for a strike. Rice wants another look at the called strike. It's a challenge, and it's going to stay a strike. 1 challenge remaining for them now. 0-0 here in the bottom of the 2nd. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Another one. That's 5 straight strikeouts.
Well-executed pitch on the outside part of the plate.
Here's Jose Ramirez. And it's fouled away. Two down, nobody on. Swing and a ball driven pretty well out towards left center. That is the inning. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. We head on down to the top of the 3rd. We're tied 0-0. New inning getting started. So up now for Chicago, Nico Horner.
You know, these Cubs definitely being aggressive at the plate, but I think it's fair to wonder if they're being a little over-aggressive. I'm specifically talking about the first pitch. These guys are...
It's in and out of his glove, but he wins the foot race to first. Good job of knowing how much time he had there. And now the center fielder, Pete Crow Armstrong. Up the middle. Nice grab. Over to first. Nicely done for the out.
Batting up, the catcher.
And now it's Miguel Amaya.
Wow, that's not even close to the zone.
Top of the third, no score. Lined into left center field, and that's going to fall for a hit. So the 2-out knock extends the inning and sends them back to the top of the order.
The batter, number 7.
Back to the leadoff spot in the Cubs lineup. Dansby Swanson digs in now. On the ground to third. Ramirez sends it to first, and that's the inning. Home half. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And stepping in for the Yankees, Cody Bellinger. Checks swing to the first pitch. Look down to third. Yes, he did. That's a swing. The 0-1. Swing and a foul straight back. Got it. 1 out.
Well, just a beautiful fastball on the inside corner for that backwards K right there. I think the hitter saw it all the way coming from that opposite arm angle. So I got to think he was looking away and just got locked up by the hard stuff boring in on his hands.
Austin Wells batting with 1 down takes a strike. Hard hit right side. He steps on the bag. And 2 straight set down to begin the bottom of the third. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Anthony Volpe. That's in there. Strike 1. Bottom of the zone and a called strike. Stays alive. Two down, nobody on. Just missed.
That's inside.
Look, it looks like somebody missed the swing sign. That's the first pitch this team's taken for a ball all game long.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. High fly ball, right field. He's there. He's got it. And that will end the inning. Start of the 4th. So up now for Chicago, Seiya Suzuki. Oh, he gloves it. Fires to first. And they get the out.
Great cat-like reflexes right there. Lays out, knocks the ball down, and then fires with that rocket arm all the way across the diamond. Man, put this guy in the mound.
Here's Alex Bregman. That one ripped left field. That's down. One hops off the wall. The relay, not going to get him. He's in there.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
Here's the left fielder. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. And that's off the outside edge. Ball 1. Up the middle. Slings to first, and there's 2 down. Go ahead run on base. Matt Shaw, the next Cub to hit. He struck out swinging in his first at bat. Misses inside, and it's 1-0.
You know, this guy's great speed is in the back of that pitcher's mind. If he can get on, it's going to give him one more thing he's got to think about.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Bellinger makes the grab. Here at New Yankee Stadium in the Bronx. Bottom four, Trent Grisham stepping in now for the Yankees.
Oh, he's looking great so far. It helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
Out to short. Leadoff hitter retired in the fourth. Aaron Judge at the plate.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time. Oh, this guy is just filling up the strike zone right now. Don't want to get yourself in an 0-2 hole. You better be ready to pull the trigger on the first pitch.
This one popped up. Foul ground first base side. Bush takes it in for the out. That's out number 2. And here is Giancarlo Stanton. Struck out swinging his first time. Swings through that one. Stanton with some impressive production lately. Out to short. Throws to first. And they take care of Stanton for the out. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Over to first. One away here in the fifth.
The batter number 2, second baseman
Nico Horner will come up to hit. Grounded out his first time up. Gets under and pops it up. Volpe under this one. And a couple of quick outs. So up next for Chicago, Pete Crow Armstrong. Grounded out his first time up.
Crow Armstrong.
Two down, nobody on. Oh, look at the stop. Throw to first, and it beats him. What a play. Game 2 of the World Series. We head to the bottom of the fifth. Jazz Chisholm Jr. stepping in now for the Yankees. Fouled off. He was late.
You know, these Yankees just aren't putting together very many good at-bats in this one. We're in the back half of the game, and they're still searching for a base runner. He's been great out there on the mound, no doubt, but it's also been a disappointing performance at the plate to this point.
Swings through it for the K. Picks up strikeout number 7.
Oh, there's a 3-pitch strikeout. He can do whatever he wants with the baseball right now.
Next to hit, Ben Rice. Cruising on the mound right now, but a dangerous hitter here in this spot. A guy with some slug to him.
Backdoored him with a breaking ball. Just got the corner. There's nothing you can really do with that.
That one fouled off. All tied up here in game 2 of the World Series. That misses. Ball 1. Fights it off. You'll see another. Hit hard on the ground is short. The throw to first. Home half of the 5th inning, moving along. 2 quick outs.
Up next for the Yankees, the third baseman.
Now it's Jose Ramirez. Fly to left his first time. Check swing called strike. And that's strike 1. Swings through that one out in front that time. Got him looking. That's a strikeout. So 5 perfect innings in the books. Back at Yankee Stadium. Close game here and a chance now to look at a few highlights from this one. So up next, Miguel Amaya. That's a laser base hit. And that turns the lineup over. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or two behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
Right back to the mound. Could be an easy two. The throw to second is
off. He's in there.
He makes the throw, but it's not in time. And that leaves them with runners at first and second.
Well, Boog, it can be tough to get a good grip on the baseball when it's cold outside, and that's definitely the case right now here in the ballpark. Could have been something else, but I definitely know that feeling when your fingertips are numb and you really can't feel the baseball.
High leverage spot, and here is Seiya Suzuki. Gets him to chase after that one.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second.
Base hit into center field. Here comes the runner. He'll score easily. It's an RBI single, and they've taken the lead here in game 2. Dangerous hitter at the plate in Alex Bregman. 1 for 2.
Ball, that's outside.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
That's a ball.
That one misses. Ball 3. Swung on, belted. That one carrying. Out of here. A 3-run dinger. And they boost their lead.
Maybe he's starting to break out of this mini slump. That's the type of swing that makes you think good things are coming his way. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit. Spent on some other pitches in this at-bat. Was very patient, and it paid off.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Max Fried will give way. Just never found his groove, wasn't able to settle in. New arm coming on, back in a moment. New pitcher for the Yankees, Fernando Cruz.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleed and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
Now at the plate, number 17. Late on that fastball. A little out front there as he swings through it. Activity in the bullpen for the Yankees. Kyle Bradish, a right-hander with big strikeout stuff, is getting it fired up. 4 runs already in the frame, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Next offering popped in the air, right field. Judge settles underneath it, and he makes the catch. And there's one away. Matt Shaw, the next Cub to hit. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Foul ball. There's the splitter in the dirt, swing and a miss. Up with it, fires to first. Out on the drop, third strike, 2 gone.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on.
Out towards right center field. Judge under it. And that is that. Another look at the long ball for the Yankees. It's now a 4-0 ball game. Back in the Bronx and stepping in for New York, Cody Bellinger.
Cody Bellinger.
This one ripped, but foul to the right. They've got a potent lineup, and when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. Liner caught at second. And here's the catcher, Austin Wells. He's 0 for 1. Swing and a high fly ball left field under it. And there's 2 away. Anthony Volpe, the next to hit, flied to right his first time. This one popped up. Bush settles under it. And that'll do it. 1-2-3, go the Yankees. They trail it here. Top of inning number 7. So up now for Chicago, Nico Hoerner. Swing and a miss. There's the slider. And it's 0-1. That's out to center field. One up, one down. Now, Pete Crow Armstrong. He's grounded out a couple of times. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Swings through that.
Good pitch right there. Tied him up on the hands. If I'm out there on the bump, I'm going right back in there.
Swing and a miss at the splitter, and it's a strikeout.
Well, a well-thrown splitter is going to do exactly that.
New pitcher on now, Sean Armstrong. He's into the game of the base. It's empty. Tap foul at the plate. And there's a foul ball. Two down, nobody on. This one in the air, center field. Grisham has a beat on it. And that is that. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary. Grisham leading things off and takes a strike. That one ripped but foul. The Yankees looking to rally. Battling here as he fouls it away. Here's the 0-2. And a foul ball. He stays alive. And that's a strikeout. Mike Fillmore says he won a round.
Well, big power guy right there and generating so much bat speed. It's hard to bring that to a halt once you've committed. He tried to check the swing, just couldn't do it.
Judge in the box again, takes a strike. And that one fouled off. The 0-2. Reach it, and the perfect game bid is over. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Well, he's been absolutely lights out on the mound all game, and I really thought he might pull off some history here, Boog.
He had that look, no doubt. Perfect games are so tough, though. It's one of the rarest feats in sports for a reason. Swings through that one for strike 2.
Well, this can be kind of frustrating for the hitting coach. Right now, this lineup seems to be swinging at everything.
Fouls that off to the left, and will do it again. Stays alive. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. So cracks double digits with his 10th strikeout. Jazz Chisholm Jr. now goes 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Right through there for a strike.
Well, the guy's throwing a lot of first pitch strikes. As a hitter, you got to be ready to hit. Now, that's not going to help you get deep into his pitch count and into the bullpen, but you got to take what he's offering that day.
That is the inning. That does it for the offense, but not before they manage to break up the perfect game. We go to the 8th. Here's the Cubs leadoff man, Dansby Swanson. Trying to check his swing there. Now an appeal to first. And he won around. Ruled a swing. Next offering is fouled back. Ripped to short. Whips it to first. First out in the top of the 8th. So digging in, Seiya Suzuki.
Really nice swing in his last at bat. Shot a line drive into center field.
That's to third. Long throw to first. 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the 8th.
The third baseman, number 3, Alex Bregman.
Bregman stands in here, takes ball 1 low. Two down, nobody on. So a foul ball makes it 1 and 2.
I would say the game's close right now, but it's not out of reach either. I mean, these guys really need to put up a 0 on the board just to maintain a little hope.
And a swing and a miss, and that's that. Cubs down quietly, but they're in front 4-0. Bottom of the 8th, and stepping in for the Yankees, Ben Rice.
Pretty amazing, his first pitch strike percentage, over 90%. You know you're getting something in the zone first pitch. So if you're a hitter, you got to be ready to let it fly, even though he's had a lot of success on that first pitch of the at-bat.
There's a swing and a drive. Out of here. He shoots one out to right. And they've got their first run. It's 4.
This game just got a little more interesting with that home run.
At the plate, Jose Ramirez. Yeah, that's fouled off. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here in the late stages of game 2. And that one fouled off.
Well, just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run, go back to work, focus on this next batter.
No, that's a foul ball.
And the 0-2. Goes down looking for the strikeout. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer.
2 strikes. Many times hitters looking out over the plate. When you're looking out over the plate, you're also going to let the ball travel a little bit longer. And a fastball zipped on the inside corner just locks you up.
Here comes Cody Bellinger. Swing and a miss. One out. out, bases empty, and a run in here in Game 2 of the World Series. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. That's a ball. Tried the sweeper. Yeah, that's a little bit high. Now 2-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. Now it doesn't strikeouts for him in this one. 2 outs, base is empty. Here's the catcher to hit, Austin Wells. Pitches in there. 0-1. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
He finds himself in a tough situation early. Just got to try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if you can.
And now 1-2. Got him looking. That's a Baker's dozen strikeouts for him in this game. The Yanks do get 1 on the solo homer. We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound. Kyle Bradish.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
To the right side, Rice. Takes it himself. 1 pitch and 1 out.
The batter, number 6.
Matt Shaw now at the plate. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. Now a fly ball to right center. Judge under it. 2 down. So up next, Michael Busch. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a ground out. Two down, nobody on. Here in the late stages of Game 2. Popped up. Chisholm settles underneath it. And that is that. Nothing happening there for the Cubs. We're back, and on the mound is the closer, Phil Maton.
I think closer has to be one of the toughest jobs in baseball, and we see a pretty high turnover rate because of it. Every outing seems to be high pressure, this one included. We'll see if he can wrap up the win and get himself a save. Pitching has been pretty dominant in this one, but you got to be careful, not working with too big a lead. They could get right back in this ball game if you're not careful.
There's the swing and a miss. Fights it off. You'll see another. Good job to fight that one off. And it's through for a hit. So now back to the top of the order.
Got on plane with that pitch, not as far away, but out there a little bit, but he let it travel, tracked it, didn't try to pull it, and that's something that can help you get going, get on track. Maybe a little bit too late in this ball game, but you just never know.
Grisham stands in now and watches strike 1. Up the middle, and it finds its way through for a hit. Throw back in quickly, first and second now with nobody out. Critical at bat coming up. Up and in In steps Aaron Judge. You gotta feel like there's a pretty good chance this game is gonna turn on one swing. Outside low, and now it's even 1-1. The Cubbies trying to close out a 3-run lead here in Game 2 of the World Series. That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Tying run at the plate. Battling here as he fouls it away. In there, sets him down on strikes. And that is a big first out.
Man, he had the stanky leg on that one right there. That curveball just locked him up.
Now here's Giancarlo Stanton. 0 for 3 in this one. In the air to left center. And that's a base hit. One run's in. Carlson with a quick throw back in. Runner holds at third, so just one across on the play. Looks like we've got a substitution at first. And here's the Yankees pick. Runner, Spencer.
For the Cubs, number 48, Daniel Valencia.
Chisholm in the box now. Takes strike one.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
In there, got him looking for the K. Yankees with only one out remaining, and that one was indeed a strike. No challenges left for them now. Big spot here, bottom of the ninth, down to their final out. Stepping in, Ben Rice. Quick toss to first, and he's back standing. He's already homered here in this one.
Well, at least you got the pitcher thinking a little bit. You don't want to run yourself out of the ball game. You get thrown out or picked off, it's over.
Here, bottom 9, and the home team trying to rally to at least tie it up.
Outside, that's a ball.
Triple digits on the gun. I know there are more pitchers that can reach that now than in the past, but it's still impressive to watch.
They're down to their final strike. The 1-2. Gets a piece and stays alive. 2 on, 2 outs. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Drilled in the air out towards right center. Suzuki on the move. He's got it. Ball game. And the Cubs take a 2-0 lead back home.
Well, this was a tightly played game. Got a little of everything. Some timely hitting, runs on the board, key pitching and defense in certain spots. Definitely a fun one to watch.
Here's one final look at the line score from this one, Chris.
It was a close 2-run game, and a couple of key moments just really made the difference. Not much separates these two teams.